an hour, but yeah, I will make it 15 minutes. Thank you very much for having me today, and thank you, Helena, for organizing Polkadot Decoded in Asia, and thank you very much for coming today here. My name is Sota Watanabe, CEO at Startel, and Startel is creating Astar. Astar Foundation is actually a different entity, but I'm founder of Astar as well. Right now, I'm belonging to Startel and CEO, and we are also creating Sonium with Sony Group. So today, I'm going to talk about our strategy, how to make mass adoption of the Web3. Our mission is unleash the potential of humanity through the open internet. And what we want to do is onboarding billion of the people on chain in coming 5 years. So to do so, we have a lot of the strategy, including the financial strategy, ecosystem development, launching the chain, and even beyond. So I will be speaking about how to make it happen. And right now, only 3% of the people are using blockchain and Web3 today. And this is akin to the internet in 1999. And at that time, when it comes to browser, it was Netscape versus Internet Explorer era. And then, as you know, Internet Explorer got a lot of the traction. The market share, it's because of Microsoft distribution. Microsoft is selling PC at the time, and they installed IE as a default browser. And then a lot of the people use Microsoft PC at that time. Then they're using IE, and they interact with internet, right? And today, in 2024, only 3%. 3% is a very small number, I think. Only 3% of the people has address. And there are a bunch of the blockchain. And ordinary people even does not understand how Bitcoin works, how to connect wallet to the blockchain, and these kind of things. So we need to improve a lot from here. And this is the things which Web3 industries is missing. The first one is distribution, as I said. I think technology-wise, we are making a lot of the progress. So for example, 5 years ago or 3 years ago, the one single transaction takes $50 or $40, something like this. I even remember that when I interact with DeFi, I paid $50 for one single transaction. But right now, thanks to a lot of the chain, Polkadot, Solana, Ethereum Layer 2, Ethereum itself, and so on, the cost for single transaction became even less than 1 cent right now. But Web3 adoption remained the same. Our industry is getting bigger and bigger right now, but it's not exponential, even though transaction cost is decreasing exponentially. So the problem is the distribution channel. I think ordinary people cannot interact with blockchain with existing wallet. What we have to do is to penetrate Web3 technology in our daily lives through our products we are using every day, such as iPhone, such as, I don't know, this mic maybe, such as hotel, and so on, and even beyond. And second thing is seamless user experience. We needed to simplify the complex and amplify the benefit. The ordinary user cannot use Web3 simply because they cannot understand technical part of the blockchain. And it's natural. If we see reality here today, I think more than 99% of the people do not understand how TCP IP works, how Ethernet works when they interact with internet. It will be the same. In Web3, people does not need to understand how interoperability works, how blockchain transaction will be finalized, and so on. And we need to simplify the complex and amplify the benefit. So personally, I'm really excited about account abstraction and chain abstraction and DID, connecting the real world and the Web3 world. The last one is technology for mainstream adoption. Web3 needed to evolve from hobby to habit. What I mean is, right now, this technology is only used by, aggressively saying, geek people or rich people. If we see whole, if we count all people in the world, I think everybody here, including me, geek people. And we needed to let ordinary people to use Web3. And we needed to penetrate Web3 technology, and Web3 technology needed to be evolved from hobby to habit. We have been developing Astar since 2019. So I have been here for more than 5 years, in the Polkadot ecosystem. And we made a lot of mistakes. I would say insights. We got a lot of insights. One insight I got is previously, we have been working on a lot of the technical things because it's trend. So let's say ZK sounds great, right? ZK sounds cool. That's why we worked on ZK. Interoperability sounds cool. Then we worked on interoperability. But it was wrong for me from my past experience because we have been starting from technology and then try to find solution or problem afterward. This should be opposite. We needed to start from problem, existing problem, and we needed to use technology to solve the problem. And right now, we did not have enough touch points, the user base, to understand the existing issue. So we have been solving technical issue with strong tech team at Astar. But we changed our mind, and we make our first priority to secure the distribution channel, to interact with users. And then that's why we created a starter lab back in 2023, January, and we have a capital alignment with Sony Group. So we have a lot of the potential users over there, and we would like to understand the problem of existing industry. And then we're gonna consider how to apply Web3 technology to solve existing issue. So this is something we would like to do. And this is the biggest insight which I learned in the past 5 years. We have a roughly 75 people from 19 different countries. So we are decentralized team, and we have a global community with deep roots in Web3. So we want to start from Web3, and eventually we're gonna onboard Web2 people and even ordinary people. And we have more than 800K plus Astar holders. If we could count address and the people at exchange, this number can be double or triple or even more. We have 80 credible dApps live on Astar, and which is registered on dApp staking. So dApp staking is the new mechanism which we created in the Polkadot ecosystem. So we incentivize dApps to get basic income based on the contribution to the ecosystem. And people can stake Astar token on dApps, and then dApps can get a basic income from inflation, the block reward. And in coming months, in coming weeks, we're gonna focus on on-chain governance to make a community-driven ecosystem. And we are going to follow the Polkadot SDK updates. And async backing testing and the integration has been already completed on our testnet. So we are going to introduce this on the mainnet as soon as possible. And core time testing and integration. And we are also following JAM. So we are going to deeply research new model of the jam and adapt it as soon as possible on Astar Layer 1. And we already announced Astar Evolution, which has two phases, phase 1 and phase 2. And at the phase 1, we decided the transition from Astar into Sonium. And Astar ZK EVM, which is Ethereum Layer 2, is going to be transit from Ethereum Layer 2 to Sonium. And at the phase 2, I cannot disclose the information right now, but we have already planned the phase 2. And we are entering the execution phase right now. So strategy. Right now, just like internet, blockchain has a lot of the layers, starting from blockchain layer, node, indexer, wallet, app. And I think a lot of the people are competing each other in the same layer. So let's say, just an example, Solana is much cheaper than Ethereum. Polkadot is better than Ethereum. A lot of people said that. But this does not make sense for us because only 3% of the people are using blockchain today. So very small competition does not matter. We need to make this pie bigger through collaboration, not through competition. That's why we want to collaborate with as many teams as possible inside and outside of the Polkadot ecosystem. And right now, as I said, we have a multiple layers. And a lot of the people see industry horizontally. But we see industry as vertically. If you are developing dApps, I think people are going to use dApps eventually. People are not going to use blockchain itself. People are going to use dApps. As a result, people are going to use the blockchain or node and so on, right? I mean, ordinary people. Right now, the problem is if I make application on the top of specific blockchain, I need to use wallet A, like MetaMask or Polkadot.js. And I need to use node provider B, which is separated company from wallet provider. And I need to use indexer C and blockchain D. So the experience, development experience is pretty much separated. This makes user experience very bad. So what we want to make is we are making Starter cloud service, which provide node and indexer blockchain API. And eventually we are going to make wallet and we are going to make application on the top of Astar and Sonium. Then we can provide good UX and UI. So this is something we would like to do. So we see industry vertically. This is like, if we say analogy, this is like Tesla. Tesla has even internet protocol. They are creating car from scratch, 100% by Tesla, and they have a shop. Real shop. Then their experience is pretty much sophisticated. So this is something I would like to do in a Web3 space. Yeah, and we launched Sonium, testnet and a brand. 2 weeks ago, we launched the brand of Sonium. And a week ago, we launched the testnet of Sonium. Sonium is the blockchain we are creating between Startel and Sony Group. And our vision is realize the open internet that transcend boundaries. There are a bunch of the boundaries in the Web3 space, right? Such as Web2 versus Web3, real world and crypto, regulators and DGen. Let's say, I don't know, just saying, but the Polkadot versus Ethereum, these kind of the boundaries. So we want to create the open internet that transcend boundaries. Eventually, people does not care which blockchain to use. People are using Web3 in a daily life without notifying Web3, without notifying blockchain. So this is something we would like to make for this industry to move forward. As I said, this industry is still very small, so we need to make it even bigger and bigger and bigger through collaboration, not through competition. So we would like to transcend these kind of boundaries to make the open internet people use in their daily lives. And in 5 years, I would like to onboard the literally billion of the people on chain. And we would like to make the Web3 just like internet of today. Our value is emotion, creative, and go mainstream. Creativity comes from Sony, but I really would like to emphasize GM, go mainstream. So previously, and right now, GM stands for good morning, meaning underground culture of the Web3. I like it. Everybody like it. But Web3 needed to go mainstream to prove ourselves, prove this industry, the value of the Web3 in the society. Majority of the people still does not believe Web3 today. So we needed to actually prove, and we needed to provide a benefit for ordinary people beyond geek and rich people. We needed to empower the people through the Web3 technology. So this is something we would like to do. So after Sonium, ideally, we redefine the GM. And GM stands for Go Mainstream. And we have a launch partner. Astar is a special partner over there. And Alchemy Chaining, Circle, OP, and the Graph. And testnet is already live. You can use Bridge and Explorer. I like this one. We are the title sponsor of the Token 2049. So if you go to the Token 2049 venue, you're gonna see this and some of the logo. And actually, funny thing is, this is at the venue. This is 8 meters and 5 meters. it's very big. But we would like to redefine the GM, meaning go mainstream. And we are doing an incubation program. Right now, we are preparing for the mainnet, and we have already launched the testnet, and we're gonna provide marketing support, business support, technical support through incubation program. And we are looking for roughly 30 projects, and we're gonna provide up to 100K per project. And we launched the Sonium Spark incubation program application 10 days ago, and we got more than 400 application. 400 application within 3 days. So I think we have a 700 application right now or something. But I'm glad to see the community expansion here. And this is the ecosystem map. So yeah, basically at the start there, our mission is Web3 for billions, onboarding billion of the people on chain. And to do so, what we are missing right now is not, we are missing technical parts as well. But what we are missing right now is the strong distribution. Technology is evolving, but in terms of the distribution, we don't have enough distribution yet in the Web3 market. So we would like to penetrate Web3 technology in our daily lives through products we are using every day. And the most important things here is we are still very early stage. As I said, the Web3 industry this year is akin to the internet 1999. And only 3% of the people are using Web3 today. So we needed to make it bigger through collaboration, not through competition. And I'm really happy to be here. Thank you very much for having me. And if you are interested in working with us, just let me know. Thank you very much.